Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog, and we asked you guys for some trade suggestions for our Toronto Blue Jays, assuming we can finally get out of this goddamn lockout. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, we're actually out of it. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Guys, before we get into this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and today Jays is the code for Monkey Knife Fight. Okie dokie, dude. We got a few trade proposals right here. Is there anyone that you want to start with first?
Yeah, I actually really want to start with one coming in by 45th Diamond.
Shout out 45th Diamond.
Shout out to you. They propose Whit Merrifield for Biggio, Geraldo, and a pitching prospect. All right?
Okay.
Now, I took a look at tradevalues.com. And I got all their values. But before I get into that, I want to ask you, what do you think about Whit Merrifield?
Okay, I like Whit Merrifield, man. Like, I do definitely like Whit Merrifield. I know that his slash line wasn't incredible last year. It wasn't. It wasn't great, you know?
No.
And as far as his career numbers, like, it was definitely a down year. And you look at the fact that he's, like, I don't know how old, like 34 years old or something like that. Like, you start to kind of question that. However, the overall production, what he can do on the base paths, 40 stolen bags,
That's
like
nice.
that shouldn't
really nice.
be overlooked. And also the fact too, I do believe Whit Merrifield is like cheap as all holy hell.
Yeah, super duper cheap.
Yeah.
But for 2 more years, and I think there's even a club option for that last year too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And granted too, it's like Biggio's going to be super cheap too. I don't think he's going to be stealing 40 bags, but he will be super cheap. You know, Geraldo, like he's not, you know, in the Moreno conversation of prospects.
No,
but still
He's still
a
a
prospect, like
prospect.
6th, I believe, in our ranking systems. What do you think? Do we take that deal or do we not take that deal?
I'm going to say no, because also you're mentioning the pitching prospect, and according to tradevalues.com, it's going to take someone like Hoagland to like make that deal go through.
Can't be doing her.
And I think that's just a bit too much for a guy, like you said, like 34.
Yeah, he is.
And 2 more years left on the deal for like, and yeah, the stolen bases are great, but I don't know if I'm willing to give up that much capital for that.
I think honestly, I would take this deal if it was like we were in a position where Whit Merrifield were having an exceptional runner of the base paths and maybe like a rock at second base, you know, and maybe if he did have his slash line a little bit higher, if this was the difference between like us and World Series, you know, like just like an incredible like leadoff or 2-hitter. Granted, we do need a 2-hitter. He would be a pretty damn good 2-hitter. If you could up that like slash line a little bit, then I'd consider it a bit more. But granted, Biggio is not asshole yet. We don't know what he has to offer. Anything. So I think I also will like press the reject on this one just for now. Maybe mid-season if Biggio is bad. Maybe Merrifield's doing really good.
Good one, 45.
Yes, good one. What do you want to tackle next?
We just have Dinesh saying, shout out Dinesh, Mike Trout to the Blue Jays. What would it take? I think it would take like one of our top guys.
Probably Bo Bichette.
Probably
Bo Bichette. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it even is 1-for-1. Like,
no,
it's just like, how could you ever trade Mike Trout? Granted, how could you ever trade Bo Bichette? We love Bo Bichette. He has a very high trade value. We're going to get into it later. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how we get that done.
No, me either.
Obviously, would you do that? Bo for Trout?
No, honestly, no.
Really?
Yeah,
Bo for Trout?
I think it's Bo Bichette. No, I know. I know it's crazy, but like Bo Bichette is the future. He's young, and it's like, who knows? I don't know how. Like, look, I love Mike Trout. He was injured last year. He's starting to enter the age where it's like, okay, well, when is it going to end?
He's only like 28, 29.
I thought he was like, is that true?
I believe so.
Well,
man.
He's still. I'd want young Bo Bichette. I still want young Bo Bichette on the team.
That's reasonable. I think if I have any shot at getting Trout, I would do it. But I mean, I wouldn't want to give up Bo either.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely wouldn't want to give up Bo.
It's tough.
There you go. Shout out Dan. Okay, we got a good one coming in from Shane Turner saying J-Ram, who is somebody who we've been looking at for a freaking minute right now, for, and listen up here, guys, Moreno, Groshans, and other low-level prospects. Now, I was looking at the trade values right here, and this is actually a very realistic deal coming in from Shane Turner. Like,
yes, it is.
Looking like that would be the type of thing that we would need to give up to get it done. We are emptying the farm right now.
Yeah.
Granted, we are getting back undisputably an incredible baseball player, somebody who will be up there in the MVP conversation. He's got 2 years left on his deal. I think he had 36 homers last year, 27 stolen bags, 100 runs, 100 RBIs, like just incredible. Do you do that?
Yeah, I think so. And I think you don't even need to include that many other low-level prospects. Maybe one more if there's like, it's a trade deadline and then like people are bargaining. Maybe you toss in just let's sweeten the deal. But for real, like just Moreno and Groshans, according to TradeValues.com, that will get it done. So yeah, honestly, I'm down. Give me that.
I think that I do agree. I do agree. We got Kirk. We got Jansen,
exactly.
We got these other guys at catcher. I love Moreno. I love him.
Yes.
But it's like we have depth there. And Groshans, it's like, well, we don't really need you anymore
now
because we have J-Ram.
We have J-Ram.
And it's like, we're not going to
Exactly.
sit you for 2 years while we have J-Ram. We trade you anyway. So it's like, yeah, I would do that. I would actually do that. That's the deal to get J-Ram, in my opinion, man.
I love it. I love this
one coming in from Michael Bunting for Hart.
Also, that's awesome.
Also, that is. Yeah, I love that. He says, Bichette for Tatis Jr. Now, listen, guy. I know that you said earlier in this video, you said you don't want to give away young Bo Bichette. Do you want to give away young Bo Bichette now?
1,000% I'm giving away young Bo Bichette because look, they're both like the same age, aren't they? They're basically the same age.
I think Tatis might even be younger, dude.
Oh my god!
Because I think that Tatis is Vladdy's age. And yeah, so he's a bit younger.
And you know what? His contract is so good.
It's good.
It's so good. It's structured like really low right now, and then it gets really, really high. I think like $36 million near the end. But he's honestly better than Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
So
and let's face it, by like a decent margin. Yeah. I love Bobo, and I do think that Bo actually has potential to get there. But the raw power that
it's
Tatis
just unreal.
Has, it is truly unreal. It is unparalleled for like the type of human that he is. He looks like Bo Bichette. He can steal the same amount of bases as Bo Bichette, and yet he will probably hit in his career like 10 more dingers on average, or like that many more doubles on average than Bo Bichette.
Think about how cool that dynamic is of like Vladdy and Tatis. That's incredible. That's so sick.
In fact, I don't know if there has been another team that can say that they have something like that. It's like if you were to make a documentary on that shit later, it's like, wow, you got Jordan and Jordan. And I know that they're not in Jordan's capabilities right now, but it's like we're talking about like what you imagine to be like
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
Which one's Scottie Pippen in that conversation? I don't even know.
I don't even know.
It's like I'm like, but you're both so good. It's like, who's the better one? I would take that deal. Like you have to. If Tatis is on the trade market, you have to accept that one. Yeah. Joey Recht coming in here and saying trade money to Kris Bryant. For Kris Bryant.
And I would do it.
And I would also do it.
Probably do it.
I would also do it. You know what? I know that we got off the whole Kris Bryant thing for a little bit. I'm back on, baby. I hopped back on.
Wait, why?
Do you know what got me back on?
Why?
Was that one quotation, and this is coming in from an analyst. We don't know how accurate this is, but it's just the fact that the significant increase in payroll from the Toronto Blue Jays. And I also think, too, it's just like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this management's not stupid. They love Bo. They love Vlad.
Yeah.
Are they really going to be in on Kris Bryant if they know that they're going to lose them? Like, I was
you're thinking maybe we can get Kris Bryant, keep Bo
and both of them. I think that there might actually be that possibility from what I'm hearing from our payroll.
Dude, that would be incredible.
That's the best case scenario.
Oh my god, I will never forget this 5 years of baseball.
Yeah.
If we can pull that
then
off.
that would mean that yes, our payroll is going to look like the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
But I actually think the conversations coming out might make that realistic. You know. So if that's the case, if that is what it is, we don't need to lose them. The management is like, we're going to get them back and we're getting him. Yeah. Trade all the money for Kris Bryant.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'm all for it, guys. And guys, there's another one.
Yeah, I do want to look at Patrick Antles right here. Shout out Pat Stats. How about Kloffenstein, Groshans, and a pick for Matt Chapman?
I don't think you can trade picks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pat Stats.
Pat Stats.
Come on,
buddy.
Come on, buddy. You're on this goddamn show. Gives the A's some prospects who could find playing time and fills our need at third base.
Well, I think Groshans and Clough for Chapman is a decent offer, actually.
I think that could potentially get it done.
We might need to sweeten it up a bit more with maybe another prospect. But, I'd be for it.
I do like, and again, Matt Chapman is kind of like my Like, I do really like that guy. You know, I think that he has potential to blow up, kind of like Marcus Semien did this past year. Like, that is the ceiling of what he can do. Like, he could be up there in the homers conversation. You know that you're going to get incredible defense from him. Like, you know that the locker room presence is going to be like, hey, guys, I've been to the postseason several times. Like, I know how to play baseball right now. Like, come to me. Like, I will help you. And he's not that old either. Like, I do want me some Matt Chapman, and I think that giving up those guys, I'd be willing to do.
I'm absolutely down for it. All right, guys, what do you think about all these different trade rumors and trade ideas? Let us know in the comments down below. Guys, you can like, comment, subscribe, and also become a Patreon for $3 a month. Come on to our show, and shout out to and thank you to all our Patreons. You guys, keep the show going.
And if you like this video, then let us know. Maybe we'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah.
Thanks so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!